This one is for those of us in the unglamorous part of healing, not the breakthrough, the breakdown right before it. If you started doing the inner work expecting to feel lighter and instead everything got louder, heavier, more raw, if you are quietly wondering whether you broke yourself by trying to get better, stay with me. This one is specifically for you. By the end, I am going to tell you why the moment healing feels worst is often the precise moment it is actually working. And what Dolores Cannon's clients revealed about where the pain was hiding. In Cannon's sessions, the subconscious or the higher self would often locate the true root of a physical or emotional symptom. And it was almost never where the client expected. Pain in the body traced back to a moment, a grief, a vow, made long ago and never released. And here is what she observed. When that buried thing finally surfaced into the light, it did not feel like relief at first. It felt like the wound reopening, because in a sense, it is like that. We cannot drain what we will not first let ourselves feel. She would not tell us that healing feels good. She would tell us the truth, that release moves through the body, and the body has been holding the receipts the whole time. Here is the part the clinicals and the mystic agree more than either side admits. Bessel van der Kolk titled his landmark book exactly this: The Body Keeps the Score. Trauma is not only a story of our mind, it is stored in the tissue, the posture, the nervous system, the fascia. Peter Levine, who developed somatic experiencing, showed that healing is not analyzing the memory, it is letting the frozen survival energy finally move and complete. So, when we start to thaw, it hurts. Of course it does. The numbness was the anesthetic. Take away the anesthetic and we finally feel the cut that was always there. That is not a regression, that is a sensation returning to a frozen limb. It's closing a cycle. The mystics named this centuries ago. The 16th century writer Saint John of the Cross called it the dark night of the soul. Not depression as failure, but a necessary dismantling, a stripping of the old self before the new one can form. The micro is our worst week, the one where we cried in the car, where the old grief came up sideways and we swore the work was making us worse. The macro is a whole culture in a whole collective dark night with institutions and certainties dissolving, and the same fear playing out on a global scale. That's because it hurts, something must be going wrong. Sometimes the breakdown is the system finally telling the truth. So, if it's as heavy for you right now as it's for me, let us not bypass it. Place both hands over our lower belly. Breathe down into them. Let the belly actually rise, and instead of bracing against the feeling, breathe 3 times, just let it be there for 3 slow breaths. You are not trying to make it leave, you are showing your body that you can feel something hard and still be safe. That is the whole skill. That is the receipt being paid. So hear this clearly, because the wellness world will not always say it. Healing is not the absence of pain. It is the willingness to feel the pain we have been outrunning, with enough safety in our body to let it move through and out. The cracking open is not the thing going wrong, it is the thing finally going right. We did not break ourselves by trying to heal, we started telling the truth, and the body always tells it first. So let me ask you gently, what has your body been trying to feel that your mind keeps talking it out of? Thank you so very much for listening. As always, please like and subscribe if you support my content. It really helps me out with the algorithm. I love you all so very much. Stay safe, stay unharmed, and remember, frequency is power. Bye!